for the serious gamer.
What's going on, guys? It's Colin again, and I'm going to start off this video with a nice little double spray on the MCOM station. So what happened in this game was I was playing with two other guys from DCRU. I was playing with Stone and Hobo, and we spawned into this rush game on Valparaiso where one of the MCOM stations was already down, and the enemy, or sorry, the attackers already had still had 65 tickets left. So, we were just kind of gonna come in and do our own thing, and as it turned out in the end, the attacking team was the type of team that will do anything except for go in and arm the MCOM station. They were trying to C4 it, they were trying to fly vehicles at it, they were doing all kinds of stuff, and a few of you have sent me messages around how to counter that sort of thing. So I thought I'd put this video up. There you have the guy trying the quad suicide run loaded up with C4, and he gets nothing but himself. Anyway, nice fail on his part. But as I go to check the flank here shortly, they somehow managed to sneak around us and blow up Bravo. So this base is gone. There it is. So anyway, how do you counter this? When they are not going to arm the stations, they're just going to try and come in and throw the C4 or the anti-tank mines and take it out that way. Well, here's how you do it. And we do it successfully in this game. So, spoiler alert, we're going to win. And once they take this base, they're kind of being douchebags. So we decide to, fight douche with douche. So I'm going to hang back in their base. And the initial thought was we're going to steal their chopper. But when that doesn't work out, well, I'm going to blow it up before it ever gets off the ground. So that's what I do. And I probably could have just taken it out with the straight RPG, but I don't actually have the insignia for tracer dart plants, so I figured I'd trace it first. And yes, I know that's some selfish play, but just in case I get taken out, I can call it out that it's traced, and they can pretty much hit it from anywhere. So, yep, we got their chopper. I'm going to take out an enemy here, and then someone from up on the ridge. I don't know what the hell he's doing up there. Takes me out with an RPG. Beautiful. So if you run into this sort of situation, you have to be able to play coordinated and you have to play smart. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to grab the quad bike they've driven in and I'm going to park it at the back of our base. And that way, it stays healthy and hopefully it's not going to respawn in. So, my assignment is to, basically protect Alpha and to be on anti-vehicle alert. And, in this scenario, the guys are coming hard. And what we're going to have to do to counter that is communicate like crazy. So every vehicle that's going up in the air, whether it's a tank, UAV, or chopper, got to know about it immediately. And our goal is to put those vehicles down before they have a chance to do any sort of damage. So I'm running the engineer kit and basically playing the role of protecting the MCOM station. Here we call out the UAV, we get it spotted. I think I put a couple of shots into it and then Hobo takes it down. And I've cut out some gameplay because, in reality, occasionally playing like a team player is a bit boring. And I post up in front of Alpha for a great deal of this match. And my intent is to trace all choppers, blow up as many as I can, and watch for tanks coming up the more popular routes. So here, I'm going to go trace this tank, and I'm actually going to use a technique that Mr. Cheap Kills turned me on to. And that is, after tracing a vehicle, you can duck behind cover, and you can lock onto the tracer dart. Now, in this situation, my team actually takes it down before I get a chance to demonstrate that. But don't worry, there are plenty of vehicles flying suicide runs at our MCOM station, so you're going to see lots of it. And right here, I failed to take down the chopper, and if it was loaded with C4, this could have, taken the base for them right there. So we're lucky, and I've kind of failed in doing my job. But anyway, what you have to remember is if the team is waiting for vehicles to spawn, and they're only going to come in, with loaded up vehicles, then, right there, miss the flank for a second and Bravo's gone. So, it only takes two of them to sneak behind you, or one, and a teammate to spawn on him, and that MCOM station is toast. So, you can't push too hard. You have to defend the MCOM stations very closely. Here's the technique I talked about, taking cover and locking onto the tracer dart from there. But anyway, you have to stay on the MCOM stations, but because so many of them are waiting back in spawn for vehicles, you also have to push up into their spawn and kill them. Because otherwise the game's going to go on forever, and eventually they're going to successfully take it down. So here I'm on MCOM duty. We're down to 1, so it's a little bit easier to coordinate. Luckily they're idiots, and you know, the tank driver should go down with the tank. You know, like the captain going down with the ship. Never leave a tank healthy in an enemy base, or even remotely healthy. And here they actually fly a UAV in with C4 and get some damage, but we're able to take it out. But anyway, back to the assignments. So what I'm doing is posting up in front of Alpha for the most part, and being on anti-vehicle duty. Stone is playing the role of Slayer, so he's, you know, stealing the enemy vehicles that they leave in our base. He's pushing up and trying to get some kills, and you know, Hobo's batting cleanup and basically playing the utility team player role. Whatever we need, he's coming in and doing it. So what I'm going to do right here is go over and repair this tank so Stone can push up into their spawn with it, and then I'm going to take my position up again in front of Alpha. And so the call is out that there's a chopper up. So I'm going to haul out the tracer dart and try and hit this guy, and this was actually a really lucky shot on my part. And after I get the trace, you can actually see the zany path that my RPG takes to hit the chopper, and it catches up just as this thing hits the ground. But I'm sure these guys are aware of their missile lock, so they're going to make a suicide run at the MCOM station, and they actually get it armed. Fortunately, I'm able to because I'm close, get in there, spray them both down, and disarm the station. And that's why it's so important in this type of game to always be within a few seconds of the MCOM. Otherwise, you know, there's just no way to effectively counter these tactics. And I'm not meaning to say that this sort of tactic is not legit. You know, they're destructible. The MCOM stations are destructible for a reason, so, you know, you just have to be aware of that. I wish that it was possible for the engineer to repair the MCOM station. That would make this sort of thing a little bit more fair. If you're going to come in and blow it up, you better do it all in one go. And they're going to make another suicide run at the MCOM, and I fail with the tracer dart gun, miss an easy shot right there. But, you know, he's going to circle around and try and take it out again. And his intent is to simply drop that helicopter and C4 the station. And I actually fail at taking him out. When he's in there, I run right by him in the smoke, and he throws a stick of C4 and blows me up, and he goes down with it. You know, but hopefully I prevented him from putting it directly on the station and inflicting more damage. So I'm going to spawn back on Hobo, and we're going to go back to work. And Stone is trying to slay them with the tank. He backs up into the base. I'm going to repair it so we can keep doing what he's doing. And then I'm going to resume my position in front of Alpha. And, you know, the full length of this match was like almost 20 minutes. Because it's very hard to deplete the enemy of tickets when they never leave their base. And somebody makes the call out that there's a UAV up, and you know, it's immediately down, because those are pretty deadly. And for once I actually get a kill with my gun, other than right on the MCOM station. So anyway, another chopper. They're gonna give her another go here, and I miss with the RPG. And I think what happens right here is they're gonna circle around, and it winds up getting traced eventually, not by me. And when they try and peg the MCOM station, a teammate gets the vehicle destruction, but I get a kill with the RPG. So it's all good. Actually, that's not right here. That's coming up shortly. And right now, great. We've got a tank and we've got a chopper. So again, using that technique, he doesn't see me. I'm going to hop behind this wood pile and fire a rocket, and I think Stone goes over and finishes him off. Here we go. I think this chopper's coming back, and somebody else gets the vehicle, and I get an enemy. And I leave a dead body to flop down on the MCOM station, but they're not able to do any more damage. So now we're down under 10 tickets. I think we're down to 8 at this point, and, you know, feeling pretty good, but at this point, the MCOM's in pretty rough shape. It's, you know, even worse than it was when last I said it was in rough shape. And, you know, down to 3 tickets, and these guys are just going to start RPGing us from the cliff over there. This one misses. I'm going to try and RPG them back, and the team cleans it up. So, you know, points to remember in this situation: you have to stay close to the MCOM. with someone in your team, but you also need to push into the enemy to kill them off to deplete their tickets and communicate. Every vehicle must go. So I hope you enjoyed. I know I'm a little worked up, but this game was frustrating. Cheers. Talk soon.